Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Iti Namani Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pacharni Nirvishesha Shanyavadi Paskate Desantani Srila Jayapataka Swami Maharaj Ki Jai. I don't have many pastimes with Maharaj, but the first time I had the pleasure and honor of seeing him in person was right here in Columbus, Ohio. You remember when he came, Raja Bhakti?
I think over a year.
You wasn't here that year when he came to Columbus?
No, I don't remember the year.
I don't remember the year as well, but he was going around to make sure that everybody was chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra properly on japa beads. So he would go around to make sure that you were saying the full mantra properly for each bead. And then the next time I saw him in person was when I was living in Puerto Rico, and he came to Puerto Rico and he installed the chakra on top of the Puerto Rico temple. So we had many fire yajnas going at the same time, and you know, I mean, his energy is so like magnanimous,
Contagious.
and yeah, contagious, magnanimous, and exciting. And you know, he had these big whompers, I mean, huge whompers, and he'd just be just chanting, you know, dancing. And we were following him around, and he had the chakra, you know, like on his head, and then we all went to the top of the building and he installed the chakra. It was such, I have some pictures actually, but I didn't know I was going to be doing this, so I didn't bring, but there are pictures of that event as well. And I had the great fortune of cooking for him when he was in Puerto Rico. So I was very happy about that. But you know, the energy of Jayapataka Swami Maharaj is amazing. To be in Mayapur, to do the seva that he's done, to go beyond all obstacles and fulfilling the mission of Srila Prabhupada and Lord Chaitanya Sankirtan movement is something to be noted and an example to be followed by everyone. You know, even though his health and his body is in the condition that it is, he's still traveling and preaching Krishna consciousness as many places as the Lord allows him to go, you know, and he has such wonderful disciples, and I'm very happy. Kalindi is, I remember, and Giriraj Swami was here, and Kalindi read her offering, and within her offering, I don't remember the whole thing, but the one part I do remember was that she said that she wanted to be like the thunderbird that only takes the water from the clouds. And so she was saying that in reference to her spiritual master, and it was so beautiful that His Holiness Giriraj Swami, he wanted to have a copy of it. You know, it was just such a beautiful offering. So, you know, if we could all imbibe the mood of His Holiness Jayapataka Swami, our lives would become perfect. You know, even if you could just take a little bit, just a little bit, you know. So, and glorifying Jayapataka Swami, of course, it's glorifying His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, without whose mercy none of us would have had a chance to understand or be a part of this beautiful movement of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. You know, we have such a wonderful guide who distributes his love everywhere without consideration to every town and village, and he's given us an opportunity to take part in this mission. So if we are intelligent, well, they say, come and join, you know, and take part. You know, it's this one song, it says, people all over the world, join hands, join the love train of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu under the guidance of His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, and his wonderful generals, you know, like Jayapataka Swami. Jayapataka Swami Maharaj Ki Jai! Kalindi, you have to say something.
Yes.
Yeah, I said I also. I'm ready my Prabhuji that he can also come from wherever he is. Okay.
Camera.
Right, like here. So. Yeah, I will. Yeah. All right. What is it? The Kalindi is thinking about it. Okay, he says.
Right. Send message. Call please.
Yeah. If you call, just let me know. So, this is my 2022 offering to Guru Maharaj. So we have to write in February and send. If it need to be published in books, if it need to be published in books, we have to send very early. And if you don't send, then it will not going to go. So we have to be, even that Vyasa Puja when, but we have to be Gaur Purnima time we have to write. So Hare Krishna. You hear? Hare Bol? Hare Bol. Okay, yes, it's same, right? Anyway, so
Just put the right down. It's not working.
it's not working.
It's not working. That's
So, first of all, I tell everything to my Prachanma sir. You know, every single thing. I don't hide. Obviously, don't hide anything. Even that close, I don't go to my parents also. How much I tell him, every single thing, because I know he going to be deliver me from this world. So this is my Vyasa Puja letter. I just read that. Nama Gyana Dimandesha Gyana Jana Shalakaya Chakshuru Mitanjana Tashma Shri Guruve Namaha Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pishta Bhutara Srimati Jayapataka Swami Maharaj Namacharya Pada Nitai Kipa Padayani Gaur Katha Damodaya Nagar Damodaya. Respected Gurudev, please accept our humble obeisances. All glories to Prabhupada, all glories to Guru and Gauranga. There are many obstacles in my family lives, but with your mercy, we're able to overcome them. Sri Guru Maharaj, you are a fountain of infinite mercy. Your compassion extends to the fallen conditioned souls in me. We have you as our Supreme Father, and my life is taken care of by your lotus feet. There are no words to describe your glory. As such, many obstacles are coming my way, but because of your blessings and instructions, I am surviving. Please bless us so that we can become instrument of your grace to preach to others about Lord Krishna. Though your mercy, we receive darshan every Sunday. It is so wonderful. We look forward to it all week. Growing older, I'm scared of dying because I'm not prepared. We ask that you bless us in order to make use of our time effectively. So I wrote very short, and it's not like here with my family I have beautiful now, everybody cooperate, but there is other family also in India, and they all are senior than me, and something going on which is I cannot take care, but responsible is coming, my turn. So that's it. I also pray to spiritual master. One side duty, dharma, one side I am junior. I'm not senior that I can tell them. But this side, he's cooperating, and every Sunday we have a Zoom visit with Guru Maharaj. And now he stopped because Guru Master traveling. He just now came to USA because everybody, but he came because he had to come because his green card need to renew. Otherwise he didn't came now. He didn't came USA. His health was not that good that he come USA. But we have no choice. That's the reason Guru Maharaj came. And regarding every Sunday Zoom visit with Guru Maharaj, that is now every week we wait, what do we make? when our turn comes, when we get the blessing. That is the wonderful. I'll show back to Krishna. Yeah, you can sit. Yeah, you can sit there. So another thing, what two pastimes I have to tell about Guru Maharaj. One about the one time Guru Maharaj Vyasa Puja time, one very scholar devotee came, and he wrote a Sanskrit poem about Guru Maharaj, different thing, and he's telling, and he also think Guru Maharaj is going to listen, you know. But that time so many other disciples also there, and Guru Maharaj take caring everybody. And he reading on his feeling, who knows, Guru must hear me or not. Let me read. And he read, and he finished. As soon as he finished, Guru must look to him. So you done? He told, yes. You did the wrong in your fifth sloka, he told. Go. You told that I take the sin of my disciple. That is wrong. I take the sin of all the world. And
All the world. Not just disciples, all the world.
And another story here in USA, one of His Holiness Radhanath Maharaj's disciple take care in Guru Maharaj, and he is neurologist. So Guru Maharaj told, so you preach when you go your work? Oh, no, I just take care as a doctor. My Guru Maharaj told, you can preach. Go, oh, how I preach there, you know. Guru Maharaj told, I will show you how you preach. Look, you give them exercise, right? Like this. So this is what? The knee. And what they wear? Tie. Tell them knee, tie, knee, tie. Come on. and then told that now what they call, what is the heart? Here. Here. So it is your heart. So what is my heart? My, right? So you tell them knee, tie, knee, my, knee, tie. and then he told that what you will tell another one, they have to do hari right, so that they can get more good in exercise. So they'll tell them to knee, tie, knee, my, tutam club, hari, knee, tie, knee, my, hari, and that way they will get quick recover, you know. So any opportunity, see Guru Maharaj, he never forget to preach, because one time when Guru Maharaj's health is not good and he is going in a highway and suddenly some accident happened, police, everything, and Guru Maharaj then told what happened there. Then finally the devotee find out that this is such a bad accident that the person left too, you know, the person died, something. Guru Maharaj stopped there and take me there. Even they don't know, you know, they're like outside, not anything. And Guru Maharaj there said, chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra for them until they take them, everything. He did that. So His mercy for everybody. It's not like. And another, my new Vrindavan story I tell with my ritual master. I'm not like a cook before my marriage. It's not like I don't like cook. I didn't have time to cook. And especially Mayapur, where is everywhere prasadam, who think of so much cook and so much service to do there. Here you come, everything you have to think. Every single, it's good to come here. Because Mayapur, we are like a fly. But here, everything you have to grow the seed, put the water, then only come. That's it, my realization. Nothing will come without the your effort. That is here. You know, somebody tell US is so much luxury. Forget about that. Come. Think about the dress. What is the Indian dress? What are you wearing? What about food? If you don't shake your hand, forget about that. So what luxury is there? Is it really austerity? Real austerity for a devotee life, you know. What are we going to go, you know? But it's learning so many things, you know. This USA making responsible. I'm telling you, my feeling. India, if I say Mayapur, I'm the small girl. Everyone is everything. I'm the like small. All senior is there. What I have to think. But obviously, it is so much service I have to do there. As a teacher, I was a JPS office. I would make the database. It's like I'm going. I not think, and then I'm going. I cannot come out. You have to stay there. you take the service also, and then I have to make tulasi garland for Mahaprabhu Nrsimha Dev. Then if parents going for different thing, I am sitting home and I have to do all this. And I have 35 students to take care. So there is so you have to responsible. You have to teach them Sanskrit and also the study. So one story in New Vrindavan is that Guru Maharaj when came here, I definitely don't know cook, and Guru Maharaj himself telling a neophyte, hey, cook for me. And also I'm here new, I don't know what devotee feel if I take off. All this thing going on. And then my Prabhu said no. He pushed me, I went. So I cook, but he is the person who giving recipe. I asked Guru Maharaj what I cook. He tell, So that time GBC meeting also there in my in New Vrindavan. For Guru Maharaj's dinner time, he take the pap laddu and the milk. And they give him the building, the hill there.
The cabin.
There. And I was new, and I am in another house. Prabhu didn't give me there also with the word guest house, and I have to. So when Guru Maharaj asks the pap laddu and milk, they give milk, but pap laddu is there, and they all this servant come to me. Where is the pap laddu? I say you have to go to the hill and there, and they tell, and then when they told, I start walking. It take time. So when one devotee told, where is that? I told in the kitchen, that place. He is so expert, I don't know, he went from the window, take this. And by that time I reached to the kitchen, I saw not there. Okay, maybe somebody done. By that time I came, everything done. Guru Maharaj's talk also done, meeting was everything done, even prasadam done. And I came, and when I came, already everything. So somebody told that Kalindi came, just told like this. And Guru Maharaj heard it. And Guru Maharaj told, open the box. And he took the pap. Even he washed his mouth. He bite it and give it to me. And bite it, give to me, just appreciate. And the same time, I shouldn't tell, but what I saw, that another who is taking Guru Maharaj's hat, secretary, he liked it so much. And he opened the box, take the laddu and telling, Guru Maharaj, bite it, telling Guru Maharaj. And Guru Maharaj, after second time, the Guru Maharaj, please bite it. And Guru Maharaj told, well, on the table there is so many pap, you can pick up from there. So I don't get proud then, but I understand that, like in Krishna, everybody's service is equal.
Yeah.
So like Lord Ramachandra, just now, Rama appearance, we went, a squirrel who did throw sand on the ocean little bit, or a big Janjatic stone somebody throwing, for Lord Rama all same. And that's what Guru Maharaj showed that time. So it was like very merciful, and like this, a different thing happened. Ujjwal want to tell one bad story. Come on, tell them. Japan.
Come here, next to mommy.
Yeah.
So we don't need to adjust the cameras.
So the bed story is like one time.
It keeps
The bed story is like Guru Maharaj came to some place late in the night, and then Guru Maharaj needs to sleep in like a particular, like, how do you call that? Like, how do you sleep? Like a particular position. And some bed was like drowning him inside, some bed was like that, some bed was that. And then they found the right bed, and they're just like pushing it inside the room and doing all kind of like this and kind of. And Guru Maharaj like was watching like this all this and then finally the bed was done. And then after when the bed was done, Guru Maharaj was like, I'm going to tell you a story of the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And then the Guru Maharaj told Guru Maharaj's servant told to Guru Maharaj that I think it's late night. I think you should take rest now. Guru Maharaj got so angry. He said, I don't want to take rest now in bed consciousness. I want to take rest in Veda consciousness. I want to take rest on Chaitanya Mahaprabhu consciousness. And then and then
It was 3:30 night and he started giving class. I want to hear then I go back. So stay your bed because the 2 hours they had to fix the bed to Guru Maharaj to sleep.
and then Guru Maharaj told the story, and then he went to bed. And Guru Maharaj's disciple was like, I really should be tuned in.
Dittima, come on.
This one does something.
Come to mommy, Dittima.
I got it empty.
I told you this one like this my student. That girl was in June. In June. No? 1, 2, 3. Done. Okay. Yeah, baca baca macam
Kajal. No, mic is just holding instrument. Mic.
Yeah, nothing.
Sunday feast also didn't work. Where are you going to sit, Mataji?
Where are we going?
You can sit.
I'm hungry.
Go ahead, Kajal.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the opportunity. As for praising Guru Maharaj and glorifying him on this wonderful day. Actually, I'm sorry, I'm a little emotional right now. The whole journey started when in Northern Virginia, when I went to a Bhakti Vriksha program to my friend Nanda Kumar Prabhu's house and Naina Mataji's house. So I sat in the car and I saw this wonderful bright light in a house, and Radhika was at the back, and it was dark. And I saw this wonderful bright light in the house, emanating from a room. And I just sat there, and it was just like the most just amazing experience. And so then I asked Naina Mataji, I said, what's upstairs? You know, because we were having Bhakti Vriksha program downstairs with Gaura Nitai was downstairs. You know, I would go, like I went like probably 3 times, but this 4th time, I saw this light. And I said, what is upstairs? And she said, why don't you go and check? Why don't you go and see for yourself? You know, so I went upstairs and I went into the room, and then I saw a picture of Guru Maharaj on a very big one on a chair. And I said, who is this? And she said, this is His Holiness Jayapataka Swami. And I said, wow, it's just, I don't know, something was, I can't explain it. It's just amazing a feeling. And she said he stayed here for 3 days in this room. And yeah, and then I, you know, for some reason I kept going back to the house, the Bhakti Vriksha program. There were many options to go elsewhere, but for some reason I just felt this longing to go back. And I would remember I would take flowers, but not for Gaura Nitai, I would take it for Guru Maharaj, not knowing who he was. So it started off from there, and then after about, I think it was about a year later, Naina Mataji and Nanda Kumar Prabhu were in, I believe in Atlanta at that time, and you know, they were saying, well, why don't you seek aspiring, you know? And I remember I was in the car, and they, you know, it was very hard to catch Guru Maharaj. So they caught him, they were there, and they said, okay, they called me quickly on video, and I was on the 495 highway driving, and then I said, oh, you know, I picked it up, but then Mahavara Prabhu, he said, where is she? You know, where is Kajal? On the phone, on the video. And Guru Maharaj had probably said something that makes sure she's safe. So I turned, upon his instruction, I turned and I, on the side of the road. So that just goes to show how caring he was, you know, just thinking about how safe we are, you know. So, and he said, you are my goddaughter, and I want you to chant 16 rounds. And, I'm trying really, sincerely trying, but it's difficult for me sometimes. It just keeps going on and on and on, the experiences. So we moved, before we moved to Columbus, the realtor who was showing us homes, I remember she came to the temple. She dropped me here to the temple. I said, I must come to ISKCON, Columbus. So I came here. The first time I came here, I went up to the altar and I saw a picture of Guru Maharaj. And then as soon as that happened, my husband got a call. He called me and he said, I got the job here. I got the job here. Amazing. I can't believe it. You know, and before that, we were 99% going to New Jersey. But this just, I don't know how it happened. I don't know. So, you know, it just continued on from there. And I haven't personally met him, but I do write letters, and we both. He answers them. He answers them. So I don't know how. I want to thank you so much from the bottom of my heart, you know, for accepting a low-life person like me and into his family. So I don't know what to say. I just owe everything to him, everything, and much, much more. And hopefully, in one lifetime, I can become a disciple. That's all.
Prabhu, yes. Do you want to give any offering? Thank you for turning on your camera. Yeah. No, a couple of minutes. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you so much for giving us the opportunity, Prabhuji. I really wish I was there in person and having that association with all the Vaishnavas there. But I know we are doing it through Zoom. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, Prabhu. Yeah.
Prabhuji, can you speak a little louder?
Little louder. Sound.
Yeah. Is it better now? Any better now?
Yeah, 1 minute, Prabhu. You just added Patit Pawan Balram, Prabhu.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, Prabhu,
Yes,
can you
Prabhu.
say now?
Yeah, go ahead, Prabhu.
Yeah. First of all, thank you so much for all for the opportunity, and I really wish I was there in person. I just want to read the letter that I wrote for Guru Maharaj Vyasa Puja and then share my few thoughts after.
Please. Yeah.
Krishna, dear Guru Maharaj, please accept my most respectful obeisances at your lotus feet. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Sri Gauranga. Thank you so much for giving the opportunity to express our thoughts to you on the occasion of your Vyasa Puja. I had always wondered how one can get into the path of bhakti. In my case, I imagined that I was a small fish swimming randomly in the vast material ocean, and by some good fortune, I got stuck in the gigantic net that you threw into the ocean via the Bhakti Vriksha program to catch hold of the clueless soul like me and set them on the right path. As Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakura says that only bhakti can cause bhakti. Only a pure and empowered soul like you can bring insignificant souls like me into the path of bhakti. The unique thing about bhakti devotional service is that it is both the means and the destination as well. If we want to achieve the ultimate goal, pure devotional service to Krishna, which is Sadhya Bhakti, then we must perform devotional service to Krishna, which is Sadhana Bhakti. But how can we render service to Krishna directly? It's only by rendering service to one spiritual master. The more service we can do to our spiritual master, the faster we can make progress in our sadhana. Srila Prabhupada had mentioned in his lectures and letters that Vani Seva is more important than Vapu Seva. I did not get opportunity to do much of Vapu Seva, but I want to really render service to you through the Vani Seva. On the occasion of your Vyasa Puja celebration last year, you instructed your disciples to pursue degrees and keep reading Srila Prabhupada books. You instructed your first initiated disciples to pursue the Bhakti Shastri course. With your mercy, I was able to, I got the motivation that is required to register for the Bhakti Shastri course, and I'm doing it currently. You also asked your disciples to help you fulfill Srila Prabhupada's instructions, and I have signed up for a few instruction projects in your mobile app. Please bless me so that I can render service to the best of my ability in those projects when given the opportunity. And I wrote this letter before I met Guru Maharaj in Atlanta recently, but I was I was always had this thing that I could not do much of Vapu Seva, but I got the opportunity to meet Guru Maharaj in New Jersey and do some little Seva in Atlanta. I really thank Guru Maharaj for coming recently to USA and giving his valuable association. I can see it brought tremendous improvement or encouragement in my devotional service, because having seen Guru Maharaj directly, you can immediately get the feeling of encouragement and conviction that this is the thing. Before I met Guru Maharaj in Alachua in 2019, I was not sure whether Krishna consciousness was the right path for me or not. I had so many doubts, so many challenges in terms of family, where they were all like, in terms of whether they even did not know what is this all about. But after I met Guru Maharaj in Alachua, things started falling in place that I can't even imagine that how all those things happened, where all my questions got answered and I was able to take initiation. Of course, I was a little bit hesitant when I saw Guru Maharaj, but I think thanks to all the devotees who were around, they said, Prabhu, you will not get this opportunity to meet, because I was not even sheltered at the time, right? So to meet a person like Guru Maharaj, so go and go through the people, just go and follow, like take darshan and all. I don't know, I just went and fell on his feet, and I think that might be the moment my life transformed. And and I think Guru Maharaj mercy is flowing endlessly through the Bhakti Vriksha programs. Guru Maharaj did a lot of research on how different religious organizations are spread across the world over time, and he, in conjunction with all the Maharajas, this Bhakti Vriksha program came up, and at least for me, that 64-week program, I think it answered all my questions. I think in Krishna consciousness, having that conviction is important, because Maya will throw so many challenges. If we don't have that understanding, it will be very difficult to sustain. And without Guru Maharaj, I don't know how my life would have been. And then once we take up the devotional service, I want to make sure that Guru Maharaj also says that please don't make any offenses or anything. So one thing I would always want to watch out for is avoiding any Vaishnava apradhas, because that would bring us down as well. And yeah, that's all.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. Thank you. Hare Krishna. So next, Vikrama Prabhu wants to say a couple of words. So one minute, Prabhu, Mataji wants to say. Mataji, go ahead.
Mine is very small one, Prabhuji.
Please.
Yeah. Hare Krishna, dear Guru Maharaj, please accept my respectful obeisances at your divine lotus feet. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Happy Appearance Day, dear Guru Maharaj. I pray for your good health every day. You are always eager to connect to your disciples and caring for us, eager to take us back to Godhead with you. I am very grateful to you. By your causeless mercy, I got good fortune to become your disciple. You are amazing and inspire your disciples. Also, you have lots of determination, enthusiasm, and love for devotees. Please forgive all the offenses I made knowingly and unknowingly. Please kindly shower your mercy upon me to become humble servant of your lotus feet eternally. Your significant servant, Varuni Balai Priya Devi Das.
Thank you so much, Mataji. Thank you. So,
Thank you for the opportunity.
yeah, Urukrama Prabhu will give a small offering now. Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you.
One sec. Go ahead, Prabhu. Ramdev Prabhu, I think you are able to. Yeah, you can stop. Yeah. Keep it there. Vijay. Yeah. Vijay. Keep it there.
Namo Vishnu Paraya Krishna Prishthaya Bhutale Srimachi Bhaktivedanta Swami Namine. So the Jayapataka Swami Maharaj was a legend from the beginning of my days in ISKCON. All devotees were very impressed with his guidance, his kirtans, his classes, Gaura Katha. I used to hear that there is such a great Swami in India. So whenever he comes into kirtan with big wumpers and starts his kirtan, then everybody gets very inspired and dance very ecstatically. So I had desire to meet this great personality, to hear his class. And when I went to India first time, I think 2000 year, then I saw his kirtans, how he inspired devotees, how he guide them, and how he play with all the brahmacharis. You know, he going upstairs, and sometimes he move back, and they hold him, and then he move forward, and like this, he provides so much fun and guidance to the devotees. So all brahmacharis was very happy around him. Sometimes he would go in the west, and they would go in swimming pool, and they would wrestle with him, and he was always victorious. He was a very good swimmer, and that helped him and sometimes save lives. And somebody was, one brahmachari was drowning in Ganges, and he went in and he swam and he saved his life. And somebody may think that, yes, he was so strong, so powerful, so healthy, and so intellectual. This is why he was able to do so many services. But now Krishna proves us that as long as one has strong desire for devotional service, then one can continue his service in any circumstances. Now Maharaj almost fully paralyzed. Not only but even his lips is not closing completely, but he still speaks Gaura-katha. Sometimes devotees cannot understand, then he keep repeating until they understand. So that's a wonderful, wonderful example that Krishna gives us to show us that if one has desire to serve him, then one can continue his service in any circumstances. And Krishna always gives facility. Even in this situation, some devotees very well understand what he's saying, and then they repeat for everybody else to understand. So Maharaj still continues strong, and that is a very great inspiration for all of us to take up service and continue the service. As long as we have desire, Krishna will give all the facility. Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
I just want to tell one thing which is like a lifetime I'm never going to forget. Should I tell?
Yes.
Basically, my husband with my marriage is more than parents, more Guru Maharaj. Because from California somebody did the proposal and Guru Maharaj checked everything. So he fly with Guru Maharaj when he coming to Mayapur. So all the time Guru Maharaj is checking him. So, and then he getting nervous. So people telling that, some people telling he getting nervous. So he going to become my future son-in-law. I have to check 100%. So, obviously, you know what. So one time we went Bangladesh safari. Now I love South India safari. I love it. I went before marriage. But after marriage, safari came. But what safari I didn't check. Later we find out Bangladesh safari, not the South India safari. South India safari in Nishinga and so much hill, mountain. But when Bangladesh, we make passport, everything. But Prabhu cannot adjust Bangladesh because so much in bus and so much dust is there. And then he cannot eat fish, prasad, anything. His body is not working, my Prabhu. Before my Prabhu, another Mataji went, he is the first patient. Second is my husband. But I was really You know, who like to eat, Prabhu not eating, and what are you going to eat, and what I celebrate. My mind is all the time, when you will be good, when you will be good, then only everything happens. So, then what happened? My Prabhu getting sick, 1 month suffering, okay? So, and that also you have to go to another country. Bangladesh is another country, not easy to come. He getting sick, so much sick, and he coughing, and he just want hot water. But I know he not doing good. And I'm Mataji, I go Mataji side, he go Prabhuji side. But then anywhere go, I'm running for doctor more than go for the entertainment. And then when my Prabhu getting very bad, then I run to Guru Maharaj. He's not doing good, Guru Maharaj. I'm not feeling, then Guru Maharaj, so where he is? And so he's right there, and in the crowd, Guru Maharaj just showing him this hand, just showing him. And then he hold it, and then Guru Maharaj bring him his room. He take the treatment. He did the treatment of him. And I see, Guru Maharaj see that I'm crying. What's going on with my husband. He not adjusting at all his health. Already one Mataji left. Second patient is my husband on that condition because he cannot adjust that. And then any problem happen, any good thing happen, instead of going to my parents, he will go to Guru Maharaj. He have the habit of that. So he went, good thing, and also sometimes if he not cooperate, that also he tell Guru Maharaj. And then Guru Maharaj telling, okay, but you understand when you're in Bangladesh, what she did for you? I saw her. And she is totally out of the suffering. She's only waiting when you get cured, And then my Prabhu took over the yes, yeah, that I remember, and Prabhu that. There's both sides, that's like, it's like, I am happy that I got that kind of husband who not going to put oil, but if I see anything, he is there to get rid of that. Because they all want me to go back to God. So that is like really nice. Preacher master is, really taking care of every side, and, that's thing. Okay, Mata, you want to tell something, or you do Pushpanjali quickly? Everybody hungry.
I can just say 2 words. I don't have personal
No more,
association with Maharaj.
whatever.
I want to express my gratitude.
This is for her. The line is what? I'm going to send the link later to her.
Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimati Jayapataka Swami Maharaj. So I don't have any personal association with Maharaj, but I'm very, very inspired by seeing Maharaj, by hearing Maharaj. A tree is judged by its fruits. So similarly, by looking at Maharaj's disciples all over the world, like Kalin Sundari Mataji, Guru Dayal Prabhu, Bhakta Pavan Balram Prabhu, there are many disciples I have met, Jayapataka Maharaj disciples. They are very, very sincere. The Guru Nishtha that they have, no matter what, they sincerely try to follow the instructions of his Guru Maharaj. They want to serve the Guru Maharaj. It's very, very exemplary. It's very inspiring to see them. And another thing that I always think, when I think about Jayapataka Maharaj is that, like Urkram Prabhu was saying, in devotional service, nothing can stop anybody. If one has sincere desire, nobody can stop the devotional service under any circumstances. So, in spite of having so many health challenges, the way Maharaj is preaching, spreading the Krishna consciousness, it's really exemplary and very, very inspiring. For small health issues that we go through, we struggle so much. How can I continue my devotional service? But looking at Maharaj gives me inspiration to continue, do something for Srila Prabhupada, right? So how he's inspired so many people in Mayapur. Last night only we were looking at DT Darshan in Mayapur, and it was like a festival. It's like Janmashtami, Radhashtami, how they celebrate. It was like that, and we were wondering what is so special about today. Then we realized it is Jayapataka Maharaj appearance day. So that shows how much love and affection the disciples have for Maharaj also, and why they have it, because Maharaj gave them that much love and affection. Otherwise it's not possible. So that's really inspiring, and I also can take inspiration how to serve his spiritual master. So the force that is driving Maharaj is Srila Prabhupada. How much Maharaj loves Srila Prabhupada, that can be seen by his example. Is really exemplary. I get very much a lot of inspiration to see Maharaj in this position and how he's serving Srila Prabhupada and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's movement. Thank you so much, and thank you Mataji for inviting us to take part in this wonderful celebration. We are really, really grateful. Thank you.
I want to say one thing, Kalini Mataji.
Sure, why not?
So, I did not remember the year, Mata. I met him personally that time in New Vrindavan. So, that time I was taking care of the kitchen. So, Kalindi Mataji was cooking breakfast sometimes, things like that. So, she went and I think she told what services she was doing here in Columbus kitchen. And then she also told that I take care of the kitchen, I think. So, he was in the cabin, so we ran, knowing that he was in the cabin. So, me and my husband, we all ran. Narahari was very little. And then we ran and we offered obeisances and we introduced ourselves. That time she came running behind us to introduce us. So she introduced him, this is Rajapati Devidas, and he used to have that stick. He used to walk. You remember that big stick? And then he took that stick and then he started beating me on my head. He said, "Oh, you are the kitchen in charge. You are the kitchen in charge. May Lord Chaitanya bless you. May Lord Chaitanya bless you." Like that, So I could never forget that. Even today when I go to New Vrindavan, when I see, I just have that picture of him. He's very fit and huge that time, nice and strong. And then I still remember him beating me with that stick, that Lord Chaitanya bless you, Lord Chaitanya bless you. I could never forget that. So Kalindi Mataji, thank you so much. Today you pulled the entire program, Mataji. Entire program is pulled by you. No, see, yesterday when she called me, sorry it's going in the offering, but I had to say. Yesterday when she called me, she's like, so what to do, how to do, it's I don't know what to do. There are some miscommunications, and I said, don't worry about anything. Just see what you can do. I will bring something, you bring something, we'll do something small, doesn't matter, But, and then she said, okay Mata, I'll just make 1 or 2 preparations, you please make sabudan. And today we came at the same time, somehow Krishna's arrangement, we both pulled at the same time in the backyard. I brought my 2 trays of sabudan, and then she's like, Nitai, go get the bhoga. And then Nitai going and coming. I'm like, what's happening, Nitai? She's like, there is so much Mataji in the trunk. So I had to help Ujjwal Nitai. All that is on this table except 2 trays of sabudan, everything she cooked on her own with the 2 children. And then just imagine with 2 children, morning getting up, doing all that, it's not a joke, Mataji, you are really a big inspiration to all of us.
Midnight, this is the tomato pure, it's not going to work. So what I found is that Kroger, then morning I went to Kroger to pick up what I need. Because Papa came waiting this time, I have to pick up.
Really, Mataji,
No,
thank you.
I'm just telling you.
Your sincere desire to serve.
I tell you one thing, if you desire Krishna and devotee is there to fulfill, we just have to be desire. We cannot do anything. We're kind of abnormal without Guru and Krishna's mercy. I just did, so many things coming. Yes, sir. Chalo, I just think I want to do. She also encouraged me so much.
Actually, she called me last week. She was texting me, called me, what should we do? What should we do for Maharaj? Yes, puja. I said, I don't know, Mataji, I'll try and help. And actually, I failed to help her.
And then
until today, I just went to the car to give Radhika something. She said, where are you, Mataji? So she's encouraging me.
Yes,
she's encouraging me.
and yesterday, like surprise, Ravi Krishna Bhagavan and Bhajavati Maraji talking. I said, not possible. I'm just thinking maybe possible, not possible. Still going on too. And then why not? Let's go through. And then they basically, both talk with me. They encourage me to do that. Then I feel okay, I can do it something. Because I can do in a home. I will get everything. Only one thing missing, that devotee. Now you can take it. I can take. This will go with the JPs. This will be very nice. And according to astrologer, Guru Maharaj age is gone.
Yeah.
Long time ago. Now this is taken by Krishna and Guru. Whenever he wants to go, he goes. That is it. And one time, Mahavana Prabhu just told the story when he was in the ICU. Yeah, when he's in ICU, and suddenly the room changed into all golden. All the Maharaj who left body and Lord Sister, Lord Brother, they all are there, very beautiful, very peaceful. They telling him, come on, come, telling him. He didn't know what still I have something to do what my Guru said, Prabhupada said, when I done them. And that way, he showed that if somebody, like I'm 40 now, so my body is not that much working there. So I already am writing in the Vyasa puja letter, and I'm getting old, still I'm anytime that come out. And what to say to them? They are encouraging inside, not looking at physical, how their condition is there.
Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you.
Very inspiration.
That's the Guru Puja.
Jayapataka Maharaj ki
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
आपको 3 boxes यहाँ रखें. Why?
Ujjwal, Dipyaman, come on. Yeah, come. Three time, huh? Three time. Okay, I. Three time, huh? I just quickly. Namayom Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimati Jayapataka Swami Namini Namacharya Padaya Nitai Kripa Pradayani Gaurakatha Namodaya Nagargrama Narine Damayom Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pacharine Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Pachata Deshatarine Desha Pushpanjali Namayom Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Jayapataka Swami Namine Namacharya Padaya Nitai Kripa Pradayani Gaurakatha Damadaya Nagargrama Tarine Damayam Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pacharine Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Pachatya Deshatarine
देशतारिणे
पुष्पाञ्जलि
एष पुष्पाञ्जलि
नमो विष्णुपादाय
विष्णुपादाय
कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते जयपताका स्वामिनीति नामिने नमाचार्य पादाय निताय कृपा प्रदायने गौरकथा धामदाय नगरगामा धारिणे नमयो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांता स्वामिनीति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे एष पुष्पाञ्जलि Mother, we take a group picture of all of them.